of Voice of Class 6. Welcome you to the online class of English version Science. Today I am Bichit sir. Will conduct a class on chapter 12, that is Origin and Formation of Earth. Last two class I have conduct class on this chapter and few topics remain on this chapter. So let us continue and we'll try to finish the chapter today with all the topics. I hope this will help you in your study. So let us start today's session. Already we got to know about lithosphere and mantle zone and centrosphere. There are three layers of earth and there's earthquake and everything happening. So about that there is a theory called plate tectonic theory. So let us discuss about that thing today. Actually the concept of tectonic theory based on the lithosphere that is divided into many parts, and these parts are known as actually plates. We know Earth's surface was divided in three layers. There is lithosphere, mantle zone and centrosphere, and this lithosphere is divided into many parts and these parts are known as plates. These plates actually are in floating condition on the surface of mantle zone. So that is the last. These plates actually at the bottom of the lithosphere and above of mantle zone, and they are in floating condition. Each year these plates are displaced by few centimeters towards any direction. That means it can go in right or left or in front or back. In any direction it can displace, and everywhere every plate is moving, and sometimes they are moving towards one place to another. Again sometimes it moving far from one another, that means in different direction. Sometimes plates moves up and down by few millimeters. When one plate comes close to another, then that area becomes very prone to earthquake, because when these plates are moving, for that move earth mightily shake. And where there is earthquake and moving of these plates happening, volcanic eruption is also happen sometimes. If there are high hills or mountains where these plates are connected each other, that means in the region of hilly area, if these plates are moving or one plate come close to another, and that time earthquakes, volcanic eruption more likely to happen. That means that hilly areas are mostly in the risk of earthquake and volcanic eruption. When these plates strike or smack each other, then immense heat produce. As these plates are so heavy and they come in contact with one another, the heat or strike one another, and this produces immense of heat. Lots of heat produces, which actually melt the particles which remains between these two plates, and these materials when melt is gases out from the below of Earth's surface due to pressure. This split melted hot liquids are known as magma. These plates strike each other, earth is shaken mightily, which is called earthquake. So this is actually the plate tectonic theory. That means when the plates moving upward, downward or towards each other or away each other, then this kind of volcanic eruption, earthquake is happening. So that was about plate tectonic theory. Now let us know about what are in this lithosphere? We know it is the upper portion of Earth's surface and it is spread up to 100 km below from the Earth's surface. Lithosphere has some portion, as you already got to know that it has some plates inside. Upper portion of lithosphere is called earth crust, which is covered by water or soil. Yes, the upper portion of earth is known as lithosphere, and at the top of the lithosphere it is earth crust, which is actually covered by soil or water. As we know, our earth has 70% water, so most of the earth crust actually covered by this water, and rest part is covered by dust particles or stone chips. If the earth crust is soft in state and made by organic substance, then it is called soil. So when this earth crust is soft and contains organic substances, then we call it soil. Now let us know about the formation of soil. Soil is formed by stone chips, dust particles, sands, mud, etc. So the upper portion of the lithosphere, there are so many things remains which cannot go downward and which is not that much heavier than other things which remains in the mantle zone or centrosphere. These things are not that much heavy, that's why it's stay on the upper side, and this stone chips, that means after smackdown of stone, the remaining portion of stone remains, that remaining portions are known as stone chips. Dust particles, that means so minute particles, dust particles, there are so tiny substances which remains on the top, sands, mud, this all makes the soil. Also remain of plants and animals mixes with them, because after the animals or plants die, their body sometimes buried in the soil or sometimes remains above of the soil, and when it decomposes, then it mixes with the soil. Earth crust basically formed by the solids which are known as rocks. That means earth crust forms from rock, that means hard soil. From hard rock, soft soils are formed in few steps. As we have said, hard rocks, then it is melt down or break down, and that makes soft soil. So there are two steps. The steps now we will discuss. Step 1, for heat, rain, cyclone and earthquake for extended period of time, these hard rocks and minerals converted into minute particles, that means they break down into small portion. Sometimes small rock particles are concentrated from one place to another by the flow of wind. That means from one place to another these are going, these minute particles and hard rocks by wind. This dust particle flow along with the wind, sometimes in rainwater or river water or ice, they flow and they take away these minute particles from one place to another, and this is how the step 1 is completed. In step 2, small living creatures like bacteria and remains of plant and animals, water mix with these minute particles and rocks and form this soil. So these are the two steps how from hard rocks the soft soil is formed. Now let us know different parts of soils. We know that in different place soil is different because the appearance difference, and sometimes their ingredients, that means the particles that remain that contains in the soil are different. When investigating the soil, some layers are found from its upper level to lower level. Black or non-bright elements formed due to the mixing of plants and animals remains are found at the top of the soil is called humus. We know that animals and plants remains at the top of the soil and mix up with the soil, then it becomes so non-bright and black in color. That is known as humus. Humus is the source of nutrients for plants. As we know, it decomposes, animals and plants body decomposes and gives organic fertilizer to the soil, and from that nutrients are contained in the soil for plants, and animals take that plants, so they are also getting that nutrients. But if we go below of that layer, then these non-bright or black elements decreases and the color of soil looks very more bright. Then there is a layer which formed by minute rock particles. So the second layer, that is less black, a more bright layer, and after that there is a layer that is made of minute rock particles, that means small rocks, and after that the layer is formed of bedrock only, that means these big rocks at the bottom. So this was actually how the soil is formed in layers. We have learned how soil has formed from hard rocks and how the layers are looking. There already we got there are 4 layers. Top of the layers it is humus, which is non-bright and black. Then it is less bright, less black and not more bright, and then it is minute rock particles, and after that it is bedrock. So this is how soil is formed. Now let us know about minerals and what is minerals. As we find, earth crust is made of various substances like organic and inorganic. Organic like this humus, human body, animals body and plants body decomposes, then it converts into organic thing, and inorganic that is made of natural. So there remain on the earth crust. There are more than one stuff which remain mixed condition with inorganic substances. There are lot of things mixture in the soil, and sometimes they are in separate state. Sometimes they are in mixed condition, sometimes they are separate state. So inorganic substance remain in separate state are known as minerals. Inorganic substance, that means these are not formed from the decomposed of animals or plants body, so these are known as minerals, and they should stay in separate condition. There is another characteristics of minerals, that is it is not made from humus, it is made directly from nature. So this is about minerals. Now let us know what minerals are available in the soil. In Bangladesh, there is minerals found called limestone in Jaipurhat and Sylhet district, whose basic name is, or chemical name is calcium carbonate. This is a raw material for producing cement. This is found under the soil as minerals. Minerals are available in lower portion of soil. We know essential mineral like iron, the most used mineral in and useful mineral in our in the earth is iron, because for construction we use this iron. Many things are made of iron like buses, cars, launches, tubals, plowshare, nails, machineries, and this iron is a mineral which is available in the under the soil. Except iron, there are some other minerals like aluminium, which are using to make cooking pot and spoons. There are some other minerals like copper, silver, gold and zinc, which are very expensive and costly, also available in minerals as minerals in the soil. These minerals are not in abound condition in Bangladesh, but in other countries they have in abound condition. In our country, under the soil, we have some things called coal, natural gas and petroleum, but these are not called minerals because they're not natural. They're formed from remains of animals and plants body, that is they produce from fossilized. This is why they are called fossil fuel. They are also very essential to produce different materials like polythene, which is produced from petroleum, and urea from natural gas. So these things are not actually minerals, but they are fossil fuel which abundantly found in our country's soil. So that was actually about minerals and what minerals available in soil. So this completes the chapter, boys. I hope this helps you a lot. Go through the chapter, and if you find any kinds of problem in this chapter, let me know. So next class we'll start a new chapter, new topic. So bye for today.